Hello and welcome back to our lectures on first order ODEs. So we learned how to solve separable ODEs, and then we were discussing about the equations which can be reduced to separable ODEs using some substitution, and we talked about homogeneous equations. That if we use the substitution v equal to y over x, we reduce the homogeneous equation to a separable one. Today in this lecture we are going to talk about a special type of equation, and if we use some substitution we can reduce that ODE to a separable one. So today we are going to talk about the equations of the form dy over dx equal to a function of x, y, c, ax plus by over c. We are going to discuss this type of equation today. An important point to note here is if b is equal to 0, then it's already in separable form. So we are going to consider b not equal to 0. And to solve this type of equation is simple. We will use the substitution v equal to ax plus by plus c. In this substitution will change our equation to a separable one. Let's see example just to see how simple these type of equations are. So let's see this example. Y prime equal to 1 plus e power y minus x plus 5. Okay, let's see how we can solve this equation. So we will substitute our v equals to y minus x plus 5. So let's see how the substitution will work. So if we want to substitute v equal to y minus x plus 5 in our equation, we first need to calculate the value of y prime, which is derivative of y with respect to x. So we will take the derivative with respect to x. Derivative of y with respect to x minus derivative of x with respect to x is 1, derivative of constant is 0. So derivative of y with respect to x is derivative of v with respect to x plus 1. We can write it as y prime equal to v prime plus 1 because our independent variable is x and we clearly know it. So let's use the prime notation. So in place of y prime, so we are going to substitute this back in here. In place of y prime we put v prime plus 1. Now this equation should be in terms of v and x. 1 plus e power v, right? This 1, if we subtract 1 both sides, we will get v prime equal to e power v, which is a separable equation, and we multiply by e power negative v both sides, dv over dx is equal to 1. We integrate both sides. We know how to solve the separable equation. We integrate both sides with respect to the independent variable. So integration of e power negative v dv is integration of 1 dx. Integration of e power negative v is e power negative v divided by negative 1 equal to integration of 1 is x plus constant of integration. Okay, fair enough. Now our question was in terms of x and y, so our answer should also be in terms of x and y. So we substitute the value of v back. So negative e times negative y minus x plus 5 equal to x plus c. So e power x minus y minus 5 is equal to negative x plus c. This will be negative c, but then negative c is also a constant, so we can just say it's c. So this is our solution. Very simple, right? Just to summarize, in this lecture we learned how to solve the equation of the form f a function of ax by plus c, where b is non-zero, and this is a simple substitution we substitute v as ax plus by plus c, and this substitution will reduce our equation to a separable equation. And we'll stop here today. I'll see you in the next lecture.